We'll be filing for eviction. It's time the ballet moves on.
I don't know. If I told you it was a yaw drive, would that mean anything to you?
What if we take off our jacket and show them that we have a bomb strapped to our chest?
Everybody else was into sports, and I was this rebel gliding down my own path.
It embodies our emotions. It is breathtaking in its beauty. The Lewis I know wouldn't be defeated by something like this. He is ruthless. He is mean. And if someone wronged him, he wouldn't hesitate to tear them apart limb from limb.
I showed them how they can pay for everything by eliminating your bloated salary.
Come up with a catchphrase. Injunct this. Hey, Harold, injunct this.
This is insane.
Insanely awesome.
By the way, where'd you find that yacht drive anyway?
I pulled it out of the back of a photocopier. Well, let me tell you one thing.
What?
Lewis bugged your office.
Look, we're supposed to play until one of us is busted, even if it takes all night. But you know what? She said you had a chip on your shoulder because everything you ever got came from Daddy.
It's fun, isn't it, Harv? Hanging out, catching up, learning about your fraud.
I hate to burst your bubble, Trav, but there was no fraud.
If that's the sticking point, I might be able to go to $0 million. But the one thing I won't budge on is he gets disbarred. Of course. Your coiffed hair, your pretty nails. See, she's the man and you're the girl.
Not if you're prepared.
Are you suggesting a trial run?
I don't want a trial at all.
If we're gonna do this, I don't want to waste a chance to tune you up. But that means we need a damn good tanner.
Are you saying I'm rusty?
When was the last time you were in the ring?
Oh, I see, now you're asking to get lit up. Somebody wants to get lit up.
So, how was it?
How was what?
Punching Tanner. It was awesome, wasn't it? It was awesome.
What I need you to do is help me.
What's this?
You've been drafted.
Harvey.
Listen, Lewis is devious, confident, and intelligent.
You forgot ugly, lazy, and disrespectful.
Look, now is not the time to quote the Breakfast Club.
Oh, you mess with the bull, you get the horn.
Stop it. Well, I wanted to see you first. Make sure things weren't awkward. You know.
You either are or you aren't. And Harvey Specter is guilty of concealing that document. How?
Don't play the odds. Play the man. Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe it would just be easier to bug his office with a dictaphone and then use that to get ahead.
I did not use it for that reason.
Yes, you did, because you are a devious son of a bitch.
You weren't there. You don't know. You're twisting what happened.
Which is exactly what you need to do to Harvey.
If this thing goes to trial, I'm going to be taking the 5th. So if you need another Donna at the firm, just have anybody say I decline to answer, because that's all you're going to get out of me anyway.
Arrogant, conceited, cocky. Oh, and arrogant again.
Please state your name.
Harvey Specter.
Your full name.
Harvey Reginald Specter. That was a prank. It was a one-time thing.
I decline to answer pursuant to my Fifth Amendment rights.
So you don't want to take this opportunity to state your employer's innocence?
Objection.
Have you ever stated to one Rachel Zane that you are indeed the best legal secretary in the city? Donna's going to be great. Just follow the script.
Rachel's not Donna. She's not guilty and she can't be rattled.
You want to depose me?
Okay, let's stop playing tiptoe through the tulips around the elephant in the room.
Whoa, whoa. Is that a polygraph?
Yes.
Nope.
No, you are under oath. You're lying.
No, I'm not.
I beg to differ. You're nervous. You don't want to rat out Harvey. I get that.
Well, then I guess I just suck. Because I'm breaking another one right now.
You dragged me into Harvey's office once and you schooled me about how much he loves his job. Well, if you know what? Do whatever your attorney wants. Come in, don't come in, go to the movies, take Pilates. I don't give a shit, because whatever you do...
You think I don't see what you're trying to do? You want him to undermine me in front of the partners?
I'm acting in an unbiased manner.
Ballpark.
No.
Are you that ashamed of how much you pay him? Win less, and no matter how much hard work, dedication, or administrative dominance is displayed, you get nothing. Quite the incentive to do whatever it takes to almost always win.
I need never fully dressed without a smile.
Being fully dressed is overrated. I'm hotter than Dustin Hoffman.
Not in Tootsie. And it's exactly that kind of response that make the partners think you're an ass.
What do you want me to do? Manufacture a few tears?
Look, Harvey, when you're a defendant, you need the jury to protect you.
Oh, so you're pausing, which means you're hiding something.
No, I'm not.
Answer the question.
Louis.
You're with him all the time. Your work revolves around him. Your life revolves around him.
Because in case you hadn't noticed, in addition to screwing me, you completely shafted Harvey.
We had a script.
Wait, you trusted Louis? You trusted Louis?
Yeah, I thought he would stick to it, yes.
What are you planning on doing with it? Leveraging that for a settlement?
They saw a man who cared about someone else.
His softer side. So he backdated the postage. You came to me.
Just let it go.
No, you are under oath.
Then hold me in contempt. That whole thing your idea?
Didn't know that story.
I asked you a question. Don't give me that coy bullshit.
Can I ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if he did commit that fraud, how hard is it to believe that he didn't concoct some bullshit on the stand to get himself off the hook?
I understand. It's so much easier to criticize someone else than it is to acknowledge your own shortcomings. Defense rests. You do realize that you are chastising the managing partner?
I hope you brought a baseball bat. You want to go another round with me? You're going to need it.
What does it matter what I have? You're just gonna sucker punch me again anyway.
Boo-hoo. You baited me. You wanted to catch me on that tape, and you know it.
You can pass, you can sign it, you could stick it up your ass, but this is the best you're getting.
This gets me off the hook.
Nice try. You think I don't know this was your doing? Harvey, next time have the balls to do it yourself instead of sending your errand boy.
Split vote. And it appears we have a holdout.
Allowing this kind of dissension to fester hurts the entire firm.
Hi, is this the location of the douchebag convention?
It is now. Oh, wait a minute. I still owe you from last week.
No, you got the dickhead discount.
Was that 30% or is that the shit-face coupon?
Well, it's the same thing because you're a shit-face and a dickhead.
I need your help on something.
Show me the skulls. I'll crack them.
Not for this. For this, I need your discretion.
Salieri, Mozart. Are you wearing braces? Hey, I have my finger on the pulse.
Really? Okay, let me just get this straight. You're asking me to risk my job to help you solve a mysterious problem for an unknown person.
Oh, what about this? Rico Suave over here. What are you thinking?
Shaves his chest.
I like him. He's funny.
And hairless.
Oh, I'm Jenny.
Like,
Wait, no way a girl thought you were a point guard for the Knicks.
what? You've never seen me dribble. The box with the baits was under the stern of the skiff, along with the club that was used to subdue the big fish.
I know that one. That's not right.
I know that you have Curious George. I've seen it on your bookshelf. For once, we don't have to lie.
All those late nights, your fibers are so tantalizing. Yes. And I promise not to walk barefoot in the library ever again.
Out.
Okay.
I followed the money.
You got lost on the way.
You saying Lewis was framed?
I'm saying you shit the bed.
I don't like to be wrong.
It made sense, Harvey. Lewis is the firm's financial wizard.
You think I don't know lunchtime sanctuary means staring at Monica?
Why are the names all blacked out?
Because of how sensitive it is.
My God, this is just like a maze of raw data.
I'm sorry, did you just say what a smuck?
No, I said, what a schmuck. Hey,
You mean schmuck?
huh?
You know it's schmuck, right? Your partner sold you out.
Daniel has never done anything unethical.
I staked my career on this.
You are.
He did it.
That's from...
A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, get HBO.
Breast cancer. Stage 4.
Why didn't you say anything?
She found a lump a year ago. It was the worst day of our lives.
Daniel is the reason why I'm here. He plucked me from the bullpen when I didn't know my ass from my elbow.
What are you so bouncy about?
You were going to be so happy that I listened to your intercom.
Then name Jessica as your successor.
I don't think so.
Unflinching in the face of defeat.
It's not defeat.
Wow, Harvey has really rubbed off on you.
Holy shit, dude. Pays to be a nerd.
Yeah, but you still don't get the girls.
I'll get the thumbtacks.
2 dozen?
3 dozen.
Ooh, going for the record.
It's my condolences, which I expected to leave on your desk because I thought you'd be out mourning your father.
You suspect you were in on it?
Nope.
Oh, now they know.
I'm gonna swing us some votes.
You have the file for the Solis motion to dismiss?
Yep, all set. Main citations are tabbed.
Good.
How do I...
I'm trying to give the moment some dramatic flair. I've never fired anyone before.
You know he's a floating temp, right? I mean, he'll be on somebody else's desk by the end of lunch.
Your Honor, his client blatantly declares his rants are merely his opinions for the sole purpose of skirting libel law.
Thank you.
I can't believe that asshole put us in this pickle.
I think you'd admire him. He's cleaning up the game you love.
Oh, he tells me you're quite the hard ass.
Can be a hard ass.
Was within my rights, according to the bylaws you wrote.
Feldman, Gallagher, I'll let you walk away. Set up shop wherever you like. I'll waive the non-compete. I put you out once. When I beat you this time, they're gonna have to peel you off the wall.
How many times have you told me not to poke the bear?
I didn't just poke. I made him an offer. Harvey, you've treated that man like shit at every turn. You are the thorn in his side.
It's pretty sweet, right?
Off 10th Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Does it come with a bulletproof vest?
Okay.
You want to cover the hardwood?
Not all of it.
So you mean an area rug?
No, I mean cover an area of the hardwood with a rug.
I can live with that, like an 8x10 sisal.
A what'sel?
The beige, scratchy kind.
I have a reputation, Mr. Spector, and by the way, I don't appreciate you bashing it in court.
I've always been straight with you, Louis. My message has never wavered.
You don't need to blow smoke up my ass.
I'm not blowing smoke. I told you this from the day I came back.
We're not going anywhere. We have a non-compete clause. We quit. We can't practice law in New York for a year. Yes, we can. We are going to swallow our pride, and we're going to wait until we can make a move from a position of strength.
I know for a fact that you're a dealer. I've seen you here every single day. I know the drill. A guy comes up, he hands you a $100 bill, he walks away with a folded newspaper full of weed.
Bow ties have no place here.
All that bullshit about working together?
Kiss in the ring? Don't try to weasel your way in with another managing partner.
The job's already taken.
Well, Harvey can be polarizing.
But I can't just fire him. He's a senior partner.
You have to stop doing that.
Well, you weren't at your desk, so I figured you and your small bladder would be here. These cases won't make the New York Times, but they'll definitely bankroll our bonuses. Great. By the way, Harvey, if you're planning on pawning this off to Mike, well, you can't. Mike's focus has been too, Harvey-centric. So I assigned our resident wunderkind some cases of his own.
You look overwhelmed. Let me help. Forget that. You're gonna do this instead.
You seem to live in this deluded world where you think that you can always win, but sometimes you can't.
Louis, he's trying to bait me.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Look, Donna, for the record, I am sorry that you got caught in this crossfire.
Is that it is further away from your smug face.
I still don't understand the thumbtack thing.
It's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I don't smell it on you now, but I sure as hell did last night when you manhandled me in your office. I'm sure you had a lot of fun laughing at that.
I refuse.
You're fired.
Per our bylaws, I'm entitled to a hearing in front of a quorum of our senior partners, and I'm on record.
This ends here. The two of you have now slandered me, which violates the morality clause of the partners' agreement.
Somebody give you a promotion?
Somebody should. Lopez buyout delayed. Phillips merger closed. I wanted to be in a position of power when I toyed with you.
Okay, what are you, 12 years old?
I'm not the one robbing the cradle here.
I'm not robbing anything. Zoe and I are the same age.
You here to rip the Band-Aid off?
That's what Grammy always said to do when you have a boo-boo. Yeah. I was 16. Got busted for possession, half an ounce.
It's a misdemeanor leaving the scene, and now he's turned himself in.
He died?
Which makes it felony hit and run.
He was stable.
His concussion led to a brain bleed.
That man's death doesn't change the fact that it was an accident.
He was wearing a hooded sweatshirt, jeans, and sneakers, all black. Albert Chung was an art school dropout. Look at that graffiti on the wall. Felony hit and run hinges on a lack of contributory negligence.
Look, this is a fair plea, and it's one that should go through. I'll make sure that it does.
I remember his dirty shoes. I remember how they scraped the floor when he walked into the living room to tell my grandmother how much my parents' lives were worth.
You come waltzing into my office trying to cutesy your way out of it, and now you have the nerve to think I'm gonna go and tell other people?
I need to know. Who's your front runner?
Maria Monroe wasn't even close.
I know. There were no 5 best.
We can't submit this deal because it wasn't an accident. It was a DUI. What about your case from 1992? Driver plows into a car after drinking about 1,000 Jack and Cokes, killing a happily married couple?
Yes, and let me just tell you something. You're gonna love her.
Rescind it.
What?
Firm's been through a lot. We have to regroup. Therefore, I'm instituting a hiring freeze, which you would have known about had you come and asked my permission first.
What am I gonna tell the world? I'm gonna look like a freaking fool.
Well, tell them there's a hiring freeze.
The message you left was a little cryptic. What do you want?
I looked into her. Turns out she's a stellar candidate.
You bribed her.
Well, what got into you?
This whole thing is disgusting.
And by the way, when the chips were down, I backed you, I ousted him.
Tell yourself whatever you want, Louis. Tell it to yourself.
That's it? No fun banter? No witty repartee? And you're in the office at exactly 8.
Take it. Move on. It is time to heal the wounds.
What are the new FTC Title 16 requirements?
Oh, they're nothing. It's a nuisance. I'm sorry, but you need to ease up here.
Ease up? You telling me to ease up when our clients are leaving?
Bratton Gould is poaching our associates, Clark, Owens, but he's also coming after
our clients.
Either way, we are filing a claim for tortious interference.
You're using privileged information to target our clients. That's just foreplay. We didn't close shit. I want to have talked to every one of my clients by the end of the day.
Okay, Harold is totally freaked out. I think he's gonna have an ulcer, but the good news is he'll never disappoint you again, so you can go and magnanimously hire him back now.
He filed a motion with the appeals court instead of the Superior Court, which accidentally triggered a death penalty review.
I never liked you, Louis. You're a vindictive, sniveling rat, but I never thought you'd betray your own firm.
You're cherry-picking Pearson Hardman Associates.
I only want the best cherries.
I need you to waive my non-compete so I can take a position at another firm. Looks like that's gonna bruise.
Look, I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna be working side by side next to someone who despises me. Mike, I can't.
Louis, if actions have consequences, then maybe actions can redeem you.
It is blood in the water, Harvey. You may have fended off this attack, but we're not the only ones circling.
Mike.
Who showed up this morning beaten to a pulp.
He also beat Hardman to a pulp. Are you saying it's a no?
I'm saying I'm not rushing this decision.
Thank you, I can spell.
Too bad you can't shoot.
Crumpled paper.
I'm gonna have the Cornish hen, and we're gonna start with the foie gras special, 2 of them.
Honey, I am trying to give you a heads up, and you're taking the whole thing as an indictment.
Well, if you take it so seriously, then why are you in a 5th-year associate's office trimming your fingernails at her desk?
Trimming? This is a gold-plated nickel alloy cuticle sculptor from the south of Denmark, and I will sculpt my nails wherever I damn well please.
Which is bad faith. The fact is, you snickered, Derek. 10 million is double.
Let's settle for 2. Then I'll get you the keys to my condo. Maybe you'll drop a deuce on my pillow.
Partners have jumped ship. Associates were poached. Clients have bailed.
Partners were pushed.
You've forgiven me with grace, and now you're saving me in my hour of need. You're my knight in shining armor.
You accuse me of being cruel, and you orchestrate this stunt.
We had a deal. You pulled it.
It would require a step backward.
Isn't it true it didn't require a step backward?
You don't know that.
I have sworn testimony from a headhunter who said nobody wanted you.
I thought maybe your horse took fever, my liege.
But your client is scared shitless. So I guess that means that I did my job a lot better than you did yours.
Your Honor, Mr. Gibbs charged my client with securities fraud, but he neglected to disclose discrepancies between the SEC's findings and the IRS's.
Bring that folder up here right now. And if they're not legitimate court documents, you are in for one hell of a fine.
Untalented and pathetic and don't have the skills or the fortitude or anything else it takes to make it in my chosen field.
You wanted to know who the valedictorian was.
Nope.
Louis.
You know what? Over the years, all the ribbing and all the practical jokes between you and Harvey.
What are the words? High-strung, sensitive, aggressive, abrasive.
Well, we're not all the same. And you need to toughen up because I am not that little girl anymore.
Are you ready to call a truce?
Are you gonna frame me for murder if I say no?
He comes full throttle.
He has his pros and cons.
You cripple your firm.
I will rather lose my firm than get married staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
I know a shakedown when I see one. What do you want?
It's not what I want. You see, when Mike Ross brought that trumped-up suit to her, she was very upset.
What's gonna happen when he deposes you and you can't tell the full story?
Yeah, I know, we're all swamped with this Folsom Foods thing, but I need your help with a case that's a little more personal.
He'd just be some partner skulking around, never having won if I hadn't voted for him.
What? Articles of incorporation, office, landline, company car, all in Jersey.
And if you had, the only thing that would have happened to you is you would have been scolded.
And Harvey's career would have been over.
We gonna talk about what happened?
Not tonight.
Jessica,
Son of a bitch all but called me bitter and barren.
The only thing you're sorry about is your little maneuver backfired.
Yeah, but it didn't backfire on me, it backfired on Jessica.
He asked me out repeatedly after I rebuffed him again and again.
Actually, it only prohibits disclosures. We can ask you any question that any lawyer who hadn't signed a non-disclosure agreement could ask.
You finished it.
I had a breakthrough.
Uh-oh. Which means when you get out, you won't be disillusioned.
No, I'll be unleashed. And that's what I told them in my essay.
You scratched my Miles Davis.
Tip of the iceberg. Believe me, he will turn on you if you let him in.
He's baiting you into breaching confidentiality.
And I'm ready to bite down and drag him in with me.
It's a client meeting, not a bachelor auction.
Yeah, about that.
Divorce so soon?
I never took the plunge. Don't get over yourself. I know I came here last time with cold feet and blubbered over you like a 15-year-old, but it wasn't about you. It was about me.
Hardman knows we're tapped out. He's counting on it. What if we're not? What if we're flush? I mean the one division where Hardman will never think to find us.
Because it's the dumbest place to start and the hardest place to win.
Hey, sweet pants. I feel like I never see you anymore, so I was wondering if you want... Oh, my God, what happened?
That's a wild goose chase. Who put you on that?
I believe you suffered the slings and arrows of outrageous wrongness.
I've had the distinct displeasure.
So I have asked him to step it up a notch.
So either run to Harvey and tell him your little tale of woe, or get to work prepping for Folsom, like I am.
Look, if you have any qualms, think about it. We're all on the same team. The faster this gets done, the better for everyone.
You know what, Harvey? You have been outgunned ever since Hardman left. I'm bringing the guns.
You mud.
I've taken mud in more places than your snooty little mind can fathom. Well, Nigel, when you impugn the life-affirming muds of Baden-Baden, you're on the precipice of the equivalent of someone taking a shit.
You'll be on your steamer back to London wondering what happened. And you'll know that you picked a fight with the wrong guy.
Again? Didn't you tell him about Cartagena?
Oh, I was on tilt after he nullified Baden-Baden.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I let him out-mud me.
Well, you get the picture. I'd move as much money as possible forthwith.
Oh, my God, you are gonna...
Please, please. I abhor spoilers.
Which is why you froze the assets in the first place.
You baited us.
I thought you were supposed to be announced.
You summoned me. That supersedes an announcement. How can I help you?
I understand you are leaving town tomorrow and putting Dana Scott in your stead.
And he's too valuable an asset.
I didn't just fall off a turnip truck.
Like you subbing in for Scotty?
I see what you're doing.
You're not allowed to be lurking around our files.
I'm not lurking. I'm looking for you.
Well, you did sandbag me with Jessica.
Jessica sandbagged you with Jessica.
They're not improved by the yammering of that battle axe.
Well, thank God she stopped after the first act.
That folder is a wild goose chase.
Oh, my God. For somebody who's usually 3 steps ahead, you are a mile behind. She is in love with you, Harvey.
You've been cagey with me since the second I came to you about the letter, and you're being cagey with me right now. You're lying to me.
Not today.